Oh, look how bad that looks. That's the worst part of the car. It's progressively getting worse. It's clear coat only at this point, but you know, I gotta tackle. But that's not why I'm here. What I am here is, because I've been noticing some clunking as I drive around the front, especially turning right. I decided I should take a look to see what's going on. And I got a broken sway bar link. It's just completely sheared off at the bottom. It's hard to see in the dark, but just came off, broke right off. So that's where I'll be working on. It shouldn't be too hard. I just got to find the replacements, and I'll do the other side as well, probably, just to match, because they're both probably in the same condition, because good old Northeast, this is what happens. Rust is not your friend. So, update as I get new parts. Well, I got them on. I can't say it was easy. This is the brand I sprung for, though, Delphi. They were more expensive than those bottom of the barrel, $8 ones. These were like $17. So they had some better ratings online, like they were, a little more robust after a couple of years. The rubber boots hopefully will last longer, but I don't know, 20 bucks? What are you gonna get out of it? Pennsylvania winters are terrible on these things, so I did have to cut out the bolts. Where am I? Here I am. The one at the top. I did a little damage to the bracket on the other side. You can't see it now that it's in, but I dug a little deep when I was cutting it out. This side went okay though. It just took a while. 14 millimeter locking nuts. I didn't put any anti-seize on them, and I probably should have. Maybe I'll, come back and do that. I have to change the tires anyway, so maybe that'll be the time to do it. But top one, 22 foot-pounds. Bottom one, 28 foot-pounds. Pretty self-explanatory to put in, just tedious. So I'm gonna take it for a test drive and see how it goes. Just taking a quick look at how this failed, just to see, just curious. So you can see where I had to cut them off because they wouldn't come off. But the failure point was here, and this is the inside. It didn't fail at the ball and socket joint, but that was most likely part of it. Inside here, which is very difficult to show you with one hand, I'm not going to be able to. The ball and socket on this side is rusty. It's just completely, the silver is brown as brown can be for rust. My guess is what happened is this inside of the boot should be up here at the edge, because you can see over on this side that it actually rests all the way inside there to protect anything from getting in. But on this side, this probably failed first here at the seam, at the fold, and then it got pushed up just by, shrinking and being moved in and out of the car. And what you ended up with are these, however these pins are molded in there, eventually just, rusting away and breaking one at a time. And so this is the part that fell off. This is the lower half of the shaft, and then the upper shaft. So this boot's failed as well. 20 years. These are probably the originals, but the boot inside, or the ball socket in here, is still kind of shiny. Doesn't mean it's good. This one actually takes a lot more force to move. This one moves quite freely. So I don't know. This one is most likely bad in that term. I bet it's like the rust particles and stuff that are in there are already wearing it down. And that's probably why it's tight. So there's nothing, I could do to save this or anything. But this side didn't fail yet, because I'm guessing One of these, like this one might have gotten real tight and just caused a lot more pressure on this one up here and eventually snapped. That's my guess. Since this one's a lot tighter than this one is, or this one just, you know, let go. I don't know. But the new ones are in, and hopefully I'll get another 5 years out of them. When you start to, the cheaper ones, you know, have boots that fail prematurely, and that's what causes the water to get in, and then you start to get rust forming. As soon as it starts, there's no stopping it. They're cheap for now, but how long this length will be available, I'm not sure. That's that. So I'm happy to report that after a short test drive, the car feels completely different. There was a loud clunk I used to have on the front left, which was obviously one of those ball joints that had a lot of play in it. There was like creaking, and when you hit a bump, you knew it. It's all gone. The car tracks straight, absolutely feels like it's new. I didn't think it actually affected the handling that badly, but I guess it does. So the next step, put the other one on. I'm gonna probably have to cut those bolts out as well. I don't think the impact hammer is gonna work. I'll put that in. I got some time off for the holiday, so maybe an oil change, maybe clean the car a little bit. But that's it. I'm surprised actually at how much of a difference this made. So until next time.